Amp Media Production presents Gypsy Soul, your one-stop shop for letting out your inner gypsy. Join Denise Marsh as she brings on a variety of guests to share their artistic vision with the world.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Gypsy Soul. I'm your host, Denise Marsh, and I'm so happy to be back with you on this extra show for me. So today's a very special day because today is leap year. And if you don't know what leap year is, leap year comes around once every 4 years. So we won't have the next one until 2028. And so leap year is kind of like a magical day. So hopefully you're all feeling that in the air, some kind of magic or some kind of good vibes, because I'm actually having a good day. When I get to come here, it's a great day. So I didn't always have a gypsy soul, but a lot of experiences that I had shaped me and gifted me the title that I share with you. And that's how I also came up with the title for the show. And I don't know if I've ever shared that with you before, so kind of wanted to share it with you today. So the writing of my books, and I've written 2 books that I've shared with you before. And one of my books is Quiet as a Fire, Silent as a Flame, My So-Called Relationship with Cancer. And my other book is Emotional Morse Code, Poems from Heartbreak to Healing, under Denise Marsh for both, and they're both on Amazon. And the last couple of shows, I've been reading you some poetry, and I really enjoy doing that. And I hope that's made you love poetry more and perhaps think about purchasing the books for yourself or your loved ones, or just get you in the group to write your own poems. So today I wanted to read you some special poems that are about hope, perseverance, and follow through, like claiming, where you're supposed to be, thriving, not just surviving, and, motivating yourself to keep going on no matter what's happening, because we all have to do that, right? We all go through tough times, and we all have to keeping on. So the first poem that I'm going to read to you is from the first book that I wrote, Quiet as a Fire, Silent as a Flame, and the name of the poem is called Soaring. And even though the book is, on a very touchy topic for some people and some of it's sad, it's actually a very inspiring poem, because it was towards the end of my cancer journey when I realized that I got through it and I could pretty much do anything because I was able to battle cancer. And I think you'll enjoy this one. It's called Soaring. And I have a photograph of a sailboat with the sail coming up, because that's what we do, right? We sail through life. Soaring. The sail once tattered and burned, unable to sail, just holding a strong, sad vigil, now flies high, proud, and fierce, sailing happily in the wind. So I hope you're soaring with any obstacles that you've had. I hope that you've gotten through them or trying to get through them, and one day you'll be soaring too. It's one of the most inspiring poems that I've written, and sometimes I need to go back and I need to see that when I'm going through tough times. So it helps me to read it too. It kind of reaffirms, my belief in myself and my ability to get through tough times. So that was the first poem. The second poem is from the same book, and it's called Vision. And I wrote this poem because I feel like, myself included, that sometimes we go through life and we forget to literally smell the roses. We just go through the mundane every day, doing our thing, waking up and doing it the next day. And we forget that we have that gypsy soul that's still waiting to come through. So I wrote this a while ago, but it still pertains to now, and it could pertain to most people's lives. And it's called Vision. If you turn around and you pick up speed, sometimes the grass, the flowers, and even the birds in the sky meet your glance, and their stare, in all its wonder, beckons for you. Because I do believe that we are part with nature, and nature is healing in every respect. So sometimes you need to just go out and relax and just feel nature and let it heal you or let it soothe you. So that's also a poem for affirmation that I read. The last poem is from Emotional Morse Code, Poems from Heartbreak to Healing, and a little bit different style. It's from the section in the pause, and it's called Maybe. And I wrote this because I think so many people aren't sure what they want to do. Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? I'm scared. I don't know if I should do it. And sometimes we have to just get out of the maybe and just do it. So it's called maybe. One leg in, one leg out of the bed. Tomorrow, next month, another time. Maybe, said the sun to the moon. Maybe stirs and strikes. Maybe hides in corners. No time for maybe. And that's like the story of my life. I have no time for maybe. I have to keep going. But I hope you like those poems. Again, both books are available on Amazon. Emotional Morse Code, Poems from Heartbreak to Healing. And the other one, Quiet as a Fire, Silent as a Flame, My So-Called Relationship with Cancer. Emotional Morse Code is also available as a Kindle, as a book on Kindle. But the first one, The Journey Through Cancer, is only available as a book. So while we're on this subject of perseverance and follow-through, I wanted to tell you about an amazing guest that we have today. And I couldn't think of a better way to introduce her than to do the poems on perseverance first, because this is a woman all about perseverance, follow-through, and hope. She's a good friend of mine. She's a fellow affiliate with me, which she'll talk about more. And she's also something called an imaginator. And yes, it's a real word, and she's branding it. Her name is MaryMarder, otherwise known as Jodi Falcon. And she's been on the Brooklyn Cafe show, and now she's on my show, and I'm so lucky that she's here. You'll get to meet her. You'll get to see her products and learn about her imaginator title after a short commercial break. So don't go anywhere. See you soon, and hang tight.
Hey there, have you heard of the new show Gypsy Soul? It's hosted by the one and only Denise Marsh. Listen in as she helps you release your inner gypsy. With the best in South Florida. With plenty of special guests. With their own talents to inspire your inner gypsy. Tune in every other Thursday on your preferred streaming platform.
And we're back, everyone, with Gypsy Soul, and I'm your host, Denise Marsh. But don't forget, with the books, it's Denise Irene Marsh. And we have our special guest here, MaryMarder, otherwise known as Jodi Falcon. And I'm so happy to have you here. I know you were just on the Brooklyn. We love each other, so we're going to be holding hands, and it's going to be all girl talk.
Yeah, right, for sure.
So, but I'd love for you to share again your story.
Oh, my
You have a
Lord.
great story.
I just want to say that Denise and I are warrior sisters. We have endured, survived, and now we thrive.
Yes.
And it's perseverance. And I'm just learning it's because I was an imaginator. That's how I got through everything. And Denise is going to learn. She's an imaginator too.
I am. First time.
And all of you out there are imaginators. I'll give you a little tip in a few minutes on that. Oh my gosh, girlfriend. My story. Wow, I don't even know where to start.
Why don't you start with how you got involved with MDC?
Oh, perfect. Okay, so it was October 2018, and I had suffered close to 8 years with a degenerative nerve condition when one of my high school students who had very severe autism
You were a teacher. That's right,
Yes.
you were a teacher.
attacked me. He fractured C3 and bulged every disc down my spine. So a couple of months after that incident, the worker comp neurological team told me before the age of 70, I would be in a wheelchair, need someone to wipe my butt and feed me. And I had horrible reactions to the neurological prescriptions that they gave me. And I was very obedient with Western medicine. So I took Lyrica. And I said, but that's for fibromyalgia. You're telling me I have a degenerative nerve condition.
And the doctors told you that, right? The
Yes,
doctors.
yes. Okay, fine. So I take it. 10 days later, I'm sitting in my classroom, 8:30 in the morning, and one of my students says to me, "Miss, your lips are blue." that evening, I wake up at Wellington Regional Hospital with a silent stroke and no speech. So a couple days later, get discharged, throw away all those prescriptions, and for the next 7.5, 8 years, I lived in god-awful pain. I had no control of my left arm and hand. I was losing control of my right arm and hand. To brush my teeth, I'd have to put the toothpaste on my finger because I couldn't hold the toothbrush. So fast forward 7.5, 8 years, my girlfriend Vicky calls and says, "Do you know what CBD oil is?" And I said, "That's marijuana or THC or something." She says, "No, Mary." She says, "Do you know what hemp is?" I said, "Oh yeah, that's marijuana." She says, "Mary, no. So you're going to buy this bottle from me. This is the original bottle. You're going to buy that bottle from me, and you're going to start feeling better. And those suicidal thoughts that you've been entertaining because of all the pain, those will diminish." Well, 3 days later, it was in the morning, without realizing it, I'm pouring my coffee, pouring a splash of milk. I pick up the mug to my mouth, and I just break out in tears. It was the first time in almost 8 years that I was able to do that.
Something so simple.
So this is made from God's miracle plant, hemp. I am now, and have been for many years, a certified cannabis advocate in THC and CBD. And I do want to add a footnote.
Please.
We are in the best of times with our health issues, mental, physical, because we have available to us the best of Western medicine and the best of alternative. So here I am, 73 years young.
Young, not old.
I'm not in a wheelchair. No one has to feed me.
And you're gorgeous.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm loving life. I'm absolutely loving life. So as soon as that happened, I knew I had to join this company. Now, at the time when I joined, we only had CBD oil and our daily sprays down here. Well, these are just some of the products that I use on a continuous basis, and we have thousands and thousands of products. We are now a marketplace.
What's one of your favorite products, Mary?
Well, my new favorite product is right here.
A little bottle.
In this little bottle. This is the big brother.
In a little bottle. That's funny.
Yes, correct. To this. Now, since I started taking this is CBDA. CB stands for cannabinoid. This is cannabinoid acid. My hands don't shake anymore. And I was okay with the trembling hands. I mean, Denise has seen me, we'll be out somewhere and I, feed myself and my hand shakes a little bit or something, or I pick up my glass of wine. Not anymore. Oh my God, so fantastic.
How is this product? Because this is the product that I have. I have the 500 full spectrum CBD oil and I have the 750. New flavor, orange sunshine. How is this different than this? Like what's different about the big brother, the smaller one?
Okay, so this is CBD. The cannabinoids have letters of the alphabet, A to T. Okay. The most powerful ones for our bodies and our minds and our brains are CBDA, and this is the CBD. So, I also want to, if you don't mind, I want to advise you that when you're buying your CBD oil, please make sure there's an orange capital H on the label and a QR code. Now, there are only 16 companies out of 22,000 that have earned this orange capital H from the U.S. Hemp Authority. So that means...
And there's a lot of crooks selling the wrong thing.
Oh, it's the wild, wild west still out there. And I am dedicated and obligated to inform and educate as many people as I can. You don't have to buy from me, okay? But you do have to promise you're going to buy from one of the 16 companies that can guarantee purity, safety, and effectiveness.
So you know that you're not just buying from a storefront that's just with a CBD name. There's
Right.
an H, right? Isn't there an H?
Yes,
On the
an
product?
orange capital H.
Okay,
See
right.
that?
And that's how you know that it's pure and it's real.
Yes.
And because you once explained this to me, maybe you could share it with the audience. That means that they've had inspections, right?
Yeah,
They've had
random yearly
inspections.
inspections, yes. So representatives from the U.S. Hemp Authority will, let's say, unexpectedly, randomly come to one of our farms in Kentucky. They will test the soil for purity. They'll test the seeds for purity, then the plant, then the oil. And they also go to the lab. Now, our lab for processing is right on our farm. So there is no transport of the plant or the oil. So they also inspect the lab where everything is processed. So it's really difficult to get that capital H on the bottle, more difficult to keep it there. So every quarter, and I keep up on this as a certified cannabis advocate, every quarter I go to the U.S. Hemp Authority website and I check to see who's on and who's not.
And more people should know about that.
Oh, absolutely.
so that
Oh,
they
my
don't- they don't
goodness
buy
sakes.
something just 'cause it
Well,
says CBD
I
oil.
have to tell you, the FDA and the FTC has forced 23 companies to shut down because of false advertising. Many dogs and cats have actually died from all the chemicals and the additives, and a lot of children.
And
wound-
not to interrupt you, Mary, but
Yeah.
when you said dogs, it made me think of your beautiful dog, Luna.
Yeah.
And how you're actually able to give her some
Yes.
of the products.
Yes.
Correct? I mean, you talk about
she's
it a lot
on
Facebook.
she's on the 750 milligram. She's a big girl, 104 pounds. When I got her a year ago, January, she was 122.
What is her breed? I didn't
She's
get a
American
picture.
Bulldog.
She's so sweet.
So I adopted her. She rescued me. So what I do, I just open this. Whoops, can you hold
And this,
that?
of course, and this flavor is orange sunshine.
This is orange, but
Okay.
she takes the pure hemp and pure CBD oil. No flavors for dogs and cats. Okay, and that's called the all natural. This is an empty bottle, so I would squeeze, fill up the.
wanna make sure that
oh,
we
I'm
hear
sorry.
you, though.
Fill up. Thank you so much. Fill up the dropper, and she just licks her tongue, and I just squirt the drops right on her.
And you know,
tongue.
if the dog is using it, it's pure. Right?
Oh.
You're not going to feed something to
No,
your
no.
fur baby that is not
And she
pure.
also loves these. These are our cookies for dogs and cats.
Only
And-
dogs and cats, right?
Yes.
Not humans. What would happen if someone? I have to ask.
Well, these are veterinary grade.
yeah.
Okay, so it's not going to kill you.
Yeah. I'm not
But-
going to have any of them. I was just,
They actually
yeah,
look like
curiosity.
ginger snaps.
They do look like ginger
Yeah,
snaps.
yeah.
And you have stuff up here because I wanted to ask you about this earlier. That's for the car, I think, right?
Yes, one of our brands is we have an automotive brand. So everywhere on our marketplace with My Daily Choice, whether you go to my link or Denise's link, you're going to see premium quality products for every area of your life. So just a couple of days ago, low fuel light comes on, right,
have
in my car. So take my fuel factor X, squeeze it to right about here, put it in the tank, and pump my gas. And in my 10-year-old car, I get 80 more miles per fill up.
I might need to purchase some of that
Oh,
once I bring my
this-
car to Ford
yeah.
and they do, what they need to do with the recall because I'm having a
Oh,
problem
you
like
got a
that.
recall
I
thing?
might, yeah.
Okay,
I might
all
have to
right.
purchase some of that. I might have to
Yeah.
talk to you about
Well,
that.
what it does too, besides getting great mileage, it cleans out everything in your car. The engine.
Is it better than the seafoam stuff? I was using the seafoam stuff to clean it out, the oil.
That's a treatment. That's an additive.
Okay.
This is a treatment made from pure botanicals.
Okay.
The two scientists who created this almost 30 years ago got the Nobel Peace Prize in chemistry.
Now, I just want to interrupt 1 minute
Yes.
because I don't want to forget to show something that I love, and it's through my daily choice, but it's
want
through
me
the
to hold
house. No, I'm good. It's through the house brands, I think it's called. The House
Yeah,
of
this
Brands.
is our preferred brand mantra.
Right, and this is called Loved. And if you're like me, where you have allergies and you're allergic to strong scents and you get a headache every time you're around someone who has a strong scent, this is light and beautiful and very flirty, very citrusy, right? And when you put it on, it's, how do I explain it? It's like, it looks like a tube, and you just you just apply it to your pulse points. And it lasts for a long time. It's very light, it's very feminine and very pretty, and no one will get a headache from it. And it's called Loved. And I ordered it for myself for Valentine's Day as a
Yes.
present. And I'm obsessed with it. I love it. Try not to use it every day, but. So
My
it's-
favorite is
it's
I Am
wonderful.
Worthy.
I was gonna get that one. So maybe
Yeah.
next time I'll get that
Yeah.
one. So there's so many brands through my daily choice, right? There's
I
the
can't keep up.
mantras, there's so many.
The brands, yes, in-house called our preferred brands, and then our brand partners. And a lot of companies are leaving Amazon and applying to go through our vetting process because our business model is much more lucrative for them, okay, than staying at Amazon. The vetting process is really pretty rigid. Your product has to be proven pure, third-party lab testing. Your packaging has to be biodegradable. So, I mean, it's not easy to be accepted into our marketplace.
But I like that. I like that there's all these rules and regulations because you know
Yeah.
that you're getting pure stuff.
Exactly.
I like that. That's the way to
Exactly.
go. So you've titled yourself the Imaginator. Do you want to tell people about what the Imaginator means? I know what imagination means, but what does it mean?
So my friend, mentor, and business partner, Robert Hollis, he was just recently inducted into the Network Marketing Hall of Fame. Didn't know there was one.
I didn't either. That's a first.
Yeah, there is. At age 57, he's 62 now. At age 57, he retired. He was a 8-figure multi-millionaire many times over for decades, right?
Can you repeat his name again for them? For the
Robert
audience?
Hollis.
Robert Hollis. Okay.
I have his book right here. How's that working? Yeah.
Great title.
So anyway, I joined his group, and he is a severe dyslexic. He can't read, but he has been so successful in helping people. And he just comes up with these words. He says it's his superpower. So we were doing, what do you call it, a group meeting on his YouTube channel, Robert Hollis, and the word imaginator just came right out of his mouth, and we all just jumped like, oh my, yeah, so we're all going to
Perfect.
get T-shirts and everything.
I want one.
Do you?
I do. I want one.
Okay, I'll show you the two styles.
Okay.
But an imaginator can be one of two things. You have to consciously choose. Am I going to imagine the worst, the most awful, poor me, I can't take anymore? Or are you going to be the imaginator, okay, that's having fun, will continue to have fun, is happy now, will continue to be happy?
And you use the words, and I love it because you used it with me before. What if? Like I
Yes.
told you at a prom I had once, and you said, "What if? What if it
Exactly.
worked out?"
That came from Robert Hollis.
Yeah.
What if? Two simple words. So when you say the words what if, either to yourself or to your good, sweet friend, it opens up a whole new world, doesn't it?
It changes your brain from thinking negatively to
Like-
something positive.
Automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And your
yeah.
brain will listen to whatever you put into it. I read
Yeah.
that.
Our brain and our mind cannot differentiate between what is real and what is imagined. So let's be incredible, exciting, fun-loving imaginators, because our brain and our mind doesn't know the difference.
Well, Mary, I don't want to interrupt you, Miss Imaginator, but I do want people to know, I want our audience to know how they can contact you. And I know that we have a Facebook contact for you, an Instagram contact for you, as well as a YouTube contact. So
Yeah.
maybe we could put that information, the clip of that. Do you have that, the clip of her? Yeah, we'll get that for you so that you have that in front of you. So
Oh,
you can
thank you,
contact
thank
her.
you.
They're just, they're going to find the clip.
Yeah, please reach out to me, because I have to tell you, it is so exciting and powerful and fun to connect with people. And we've been disconnected for so long. And if I can just offer anybody, anytime, just an extra loving word, or maybe I might give you a belly laugh and tell you a joke. You never know.
And she's very funny. But so while they're trying to get the clip up, let's just give them the information. So what is your Facebook address?
Okay, Facebook would be this is lowercase now, Mary.Marder, MARDER.1. Instagram, lowercase, all one word, MaryMarder, MARD as in David, ER, _ CBD. And then on YouTube, at Jodi Falcon, JODIEFALCON.
So 3 different ways to get in touch with her.
Yeah, please do that.
And once you get in touch with her, she will stay in touch with you. She's very good about getting back to people, and she will talk your ear off in a good way. And you will get.
If you don't want to talk.
So I just wanted to say that I'm so delighted that you're here today, because you make me feel comfortable, and you've shown me great products. I mean, my blood pressure went down from the CBD oil.
Oh, beautiful.
And if I took it more religiously, which I'm supposed to, that's my problem. I have not been religious about it.
Yeah.
But you've shown me a whole new world
Oh,
of
wow,
healing. And you're a
beautiful.
wonderful person, and you always try to get me to think positive. So I'm so happy that you could come on this show.
Oh,
And I'm
thank
so
you.
happy that you were also on the Brooklyn Cafe show, and I look forward to other people becoming
Yes.
imaginators, working with
Yes.
you and bettering their lives.
Yes,
And I think there's one more. Oh,
Please.
she's sharing my books.
please
So sweet.
do yourself a ginormous favor. And also, the greatest miracle in the world. It's a novel. And guess who the greatest miracle in the world is? I'm not going to spoil it. Get yourself the greatest
Where can they
miracle.
get that book?
Amazon.
Amazon, okay. Where you can
yeah.
get mine as well. And it's been wonderful being here in the leap year. It's a special day for everyone. I hope that it's been special for you. I wanted to thank you again for being wonderful followers and great audience for Gypsy Soul. You're keeping us going, because again, without you, I'm nothing without you guys. So I need your help. I need you to share. And I look forward to every single episode that I get to be with you. So on this Thursday, I hope you're thriving. I hope you're looking for the good. I hope you're finding your imagination and becoming an imaginator. And I hope that you'll do things to make yourself happy, because if we can't make ourselves happy first, we can't make anyone else happy. So this Gypsy Soul is reaching out to your Gypsy Soul, and I'm telling you that I love you guys, and I'm so happy to be with you, and I look forward to seeing you again in 2 Thursdays. So it's been a long day, so the next one will be on, I believe it's March, I'm thinking if it's March 11th or 14th. So I will see you in 2 Thursdays, and I hope you have a great night, and thank you for being part of Gypsy Soul. Good night, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to Gypsy Soul. Make sure to stop by next time for another enlightening show. A show that was produced by Ant Media Productions and hosted by Denise Marsh.